I said the other day, it was last year. And it was one of the most humbling experiences of my life. There's no proof of it. There's no evidence because it was so off the cuff. We weren't planning on doing it. So most people I tell are like, you definitely didn't do that. But we were in Mexico and we were on a boat and we just so happened to see this pod of orca. Jack, my security guard, thought it'd be a good idea to jump in. He jumped straight in, flippers on, goggles on. And we were driving to keep up with the whales because they were kind of following our boat. So by the time Jack had jumped in, he was like this. He was like 100 meters away and you could see him and the whales were like swimming around him. So I'm starting to freak out because he's a good friend of mine.
And he's your security guy.
And he's my security. I'm like, Jack, we got to get back to the hotel, bro. So I said to the guy, like, excuse me, sir, can you turn around and go and get my friend? Because we now can't see him anymore. Like, he's gone. God. We found him. We got him back in the boat. And he sort of said, like, lads, you have to get in. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. My brother Harry's, like, Googling whether or not it's safe to swim with them. And it's sort of, the general consensus online is don't go swimming with killer whales. You can. There's never been a recorded attack in the wild. But they are wild animals.
There's no one
They're
to
also
report.
as big as a bus. And also, Jack's giving it like, don't worry, Tom, I'll be there. I'll look after you. I'm like, Jack, what are you going to do, bro? Like, what's this whale decides to eat me? So anyway, we put the flippers on, put the goggles on. We find the whales. They're sort of interacting with the back of the boat. They're clearly curious. And I just thought, like, I guess it goes back to what you're saying, the mode of ignorance. I just was like, I'm going to try it and see what happens. I jumped in. My brother jumped in, Jack jumped in. We kind of came together. We're 30 miles out of the coast, so it's literally like dark blue water, nothing below us. And to my relief, the whales had gone. We couldn't see them. So I'm sort of thinking, oh, well, that's actually a bit of a touch. At least I can say I jumped in and they have gone. But then Jack said, look down. And we looked down and it came from beneath us. And what has been such an interesting experience for me was as soon as I saw the whale, I wasn't scared anymore because I could just tell that it wasn't going to eat me. I don't know how to explain it, but you could just see from its body language. I remember it so vividly. It swam up to us. It was maybe 10 meters below us and it was kind of motionlessly sort of just looking at us. And then it kind of rolled on its back. It did this weird thing where it kind of put its head like this and you could see its eye. Like we were having this crazy like moment and then it just swam off and it was gone. And then for 3 hours afterwards, I couldn't speak. I had the biggest adrenaline dump. I just basically was asleep. But it was such an amazing experience to sort of meet the apex predator of the world and it kind of look at you and just swim away.